down to languages being learned in households or are lessened nowadays. Now, the funniest things for a lot of Africans, I'm trying to work out what generation would you be? You second?
I would be my mum and dad were the first generation. I'm now the second generation.
So you're the second. So
yeah, I'm first born here.
So what would we be? Just out of curiosity.
I think you're two generations or so above us.
I'm the same.
On mine.
We're the same as
the Windrush generation was people's grandparents, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So then after
no, is it? It's not.
No, it wasn't your mum and dad.
So I'm third generation.
My mum came over here, but my grandma was
I'm third generation. My mum was born here.
Yeah, so my parents weren't born here. My parents were born in Nigeria.
My parents were born in Jamaica.
My mum was born in Jamaica. My dad was born over here.
Right. My parents were born in their respective countries, so is the generation second generation about where you was born, or
so you'll be first generation?
You can't be. It has to be second because his parents
weren't born here.
Oh.
He'd be first generation.
Yeah, you'd be first generation.
Yeah, you're first generation.
Yeah, and then you'd be. What are you?
Yeah, mum and dad born in St. Lucia.
Born in St. Lucia.
First.
So I'm first.
Yeah, I'm definitely first.
I'm a bit apart.
You're not really first.
Yeah, I'm kind of half in it.
Yeah, you're not even first.
but if you talk about it as a general,
and he thought he'd get in the team.
He's half generation. Half generation.
As a general thing, the West African. I say general. I don't want anyone to come and tell me that I've got it right or wrong. But generally, the Windrush generation, they're effectively now in their third generation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The West African generation, some of them came over as students around then, but primarily a lot more of them came over in the late 70s or in the 80s. So their children, which is why you now see the diaspora of African children and the Africanness
Pan-African
being
kids,
it's such a big thing now because the pride of it is what the children are growing up, and we're now seeing. We made the joke earlier about what is a better jollof rice. Can you imagine that back in the 80s or when we were in school?
We don't
even talk about jollof rice then. So you know what I mean?
My point was partly as well about some of the languages is obviously being used. Like a lot of the language that you lot have got now, you lot pass it on to your next generation. Now then, you think to yourself, your kid, for example, all right, how much of the language would he be taking up? But if you're going to look on to the next one, how much language would they be taking up? Because it starts to get washed away.
You know, I have to make a point. It's amazing how you said you lot, because really and truly, you fall into the same thing.
Yeah.
Jamaican patois is a language. So is it being passed down to you?
No, I agree. Yeah.
So
pass down.
I mean, yeah, no. But
he's offended. Ray's offended. What? You don't
only go home.
No pieces and pieces.
No bumper in your yard.
Nah, bruv. Let's be real. They love that, innit?
Oh, goodness me.
What, you mean bumbleclartness, or it's not said in your yard? Yeah?
But you were making the point about the languages.
So the languages, they like it's things. It gets washed away, type of things. Like all of a sudden, when you come, you're here long enough, it then becomes a part of. Like anything else, it goes.
So you lose your identity.
And
should you not then be gaining the British identity and then? So I'm saying when I say you, as in children, and affiliate into the British flag.
But they do get British identity.
But do they affiliate to the British flag though?
They what's happened is, and I'm just talking about Caribbean people. We found a path and forged our own Britishness. The black Britishness.
I was about to say that.
We forged our own path. And then when and I hate generalizing, but when the Africans came, as you said, in 70s, I mean, late 60s, mainly 70s, mainly 80s, like I remember being in school and having...
Left-hand drive.
No. I remember being in school and loads, like every other week, there was a new kid that came in. I was an African kid. Why is his face so shiny? You know, them kind of things. It was like nonsense like that. But that was all part of, as you say, that same, the migration coming in. And at that point, depending on your area, it was like, I just need to find other black people. It don't matter what
race,
heritage you're from, because everyone else black was Jamaican, so cool. I'm just Jamaican like
that was a thing. That was definitely a thing.
Like the rest of you. And then as I got older, it was actually I'm not Jamaican. Do you know what I mean? As much as I'm Mr. Dancehall. I used to wear my chinos and Kawakani jacket and all sorts. Click suit and all of that. But as time got on, it was like, well, no, I'm actually going to celebrate my small little island. There's only 100,000 of us. So celebrate it. Do you get what I mean? And
you felt secure to be able to do it then?
In society, Black Britishness then started to carve its way through, and it was just being influenced. And as it's been influenced, it just slowly has just
ingrained.
Yeah, just kind of like if it was just kind of raw.
It's like its own little stream now.
Yeah, if it was a raw entity, it just kind of smoothed out, rough. Do you know what I mean? The lines and whatever else. And what I'm very proud of, if you can say this, as a small community that's 4% of the population. When you think about music, you think about dress sense, you think about attitude, you think about abilities, you think about sport, you think about
food,
you think about language. Do you know what I mean? And you think about all of these, you put all of these things together and you're like, rah, I remember when it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, listen, you don't even want to be seen. Just be quiet, sit in the corner of the room, don't bring no attention, don't shame me up. Do you get what I mean? So now we're here at this point, is where do you take it further? However, in taking it further, and you talk about the Black Britishness and whatever else, controversially, where do mixed race people sit? Do you know what I mean?
That's a whole podcast in itself.
Where do they sit? And it's easy to be able to say, oh yeah, of course they're black, or of course they're not black, but they're not. They're
it falls
half,
under the point range instead.
It's
but they're
funny.
half and half. Depending on how they grew up with their parents or parent, what the household looks like, normally is the affiliation to what direction they go. In the Black Britishness, so now that's multi-layered because I then think to myself, as soon as you got a hue of melanin, you're black. It doesn't matter.
We accept you.
Do you know what I mean? You have to be accepted. And then you meet some people and you're like, you really ain't black, innit? You really got no culture at all. Do you know what I mean? You're literally bangers and mash and fish and chips. Do you get what I mean? So it's now saying, well, now it's our duty as the adults. Do you know what I mean? Not the senior citizens, the adults, the working populous adults, not the children. It's now our duty to rekindle all of the lost culture that we didn't necessarily pick up. Go back and learn it and bring it and show your children. Because as Buddy said, maybe in the next 5 generations, there's only going to be brown people left.
And do you know what? It's funny after what you said, again about teaching our generations, it's why it's so important. I only realised this when I was working one time, and I realised how bad, I think it's been mentioned before, the Americans are on knowing their history. Like, if you ask a lot of Americans where they're from, they will tell you they're from America. And it's sad because it's like, well, your history, like, where are you from? Are you Caribbean? Are you African? What's your background? They're like, America. That's as far as they know.
Why
it's not that's as far as they know. That's what they identify themselves as.
No,
so
why?
No, it's not. But it's not identity. It's as far as they know.
Because
because and I was about to say because they haven't been taught that. So if I don't tell my son that dad's mum or my dad's mum and dad are from Jamaica, he wouldn't know that because obviously my dad's from England.
But
was born in England. One second, man.
Mm.
Like my dad's born in England. I'm born in England. So then afterwards they say, oh, so where's? Because he would ask me, where's Grandad from? He's from England. Where's Grandad's dad from? I think he's from Jamaica. So that's how he would learn it. And the same with my mum. It's like, well, obviously my mum's born in Jamaica, so it's easy for me to say, oh, your grandma was born in Jamaica. But if he starts to lose that and it starts to become a case of, where's his mum from? His mum's born in England. And then after he has kids, and where they born from, all of you are born in England. So eventually, if you don't know your heritage, then you now have to say, well, where are you from? Well, I'm from England. Where else am I from?
But you also have to remember, there's a large percentage and population that are happy and claim, I was born in the UK, I am British. It doesn't matter where my grandparents are from, where my parents are from. I am British. And that's something that they believe in. Remember, at the moment, we're going through this kind of transformation globally, where people identify and that becomes their reality in whatever,
capacity
aspects, you want to look at it. So if I was born in the Caribbean, however, my kids were born here, and they said to me, good for you, You may be from the islands. I'm British. I was born here. I don't know about that life you lived back there. I don't speak the language that you spoke back there. Yeah, on Saturdays you give me some jerk chicken, but this is what I know.
Prof. St. Lucia.
Yeah, they don't give me that at school. This is not what they teach me at school. At school, they teach us St. George's Day. They teach us, the Queen's birthday, the King's birthday. So it's really about what you're exposed to.